And welcome back to So Back Sports, and I'm so back with another video. And today I'll be going over my predictions for the NFC and AFC Championship game. And to start off, I want to start with the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. And this past week, we saw a good game against the Detroit Lions, who essentially stopped the Buccaneers probably in the second half and are going on to their first NFC Championship game in 32 years. And this is a very momentous occasion for the Lions fans and the Lions as an organization, for they've built this team, and the fact that they made it this far is very commendable. It can't be said enough that Ben Johnson and Brian Campbell have done a great job to essentially make this team what it is today, with a lot of grit, a lot of hope for the future, and a lot of pieces that end up being their cornerstones for the organization. Aiden Hutchinson had a good game. Jared Goff, who was a former number 1 overall pick, did amazing against the Buccaneers defense and performed really well and got the job done. Players like Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jahmyr Gibbs even all contributed equally. I felt like this Lions team is the most balanced Lions team I've seen in a long time. And the fact that, yes, they did face the Rams, who weren't the best, but I will say that the Bucs did pose a little bit of a tough time, because besides Baker's 2 interceptions, Baker was dealing that ball. Don't get me wrong, Baker did a really good job in this game, except for until the end, when he needed to essentially drive down the field and win the game for the Buccaneers. That's besides the point. However, this team, the Lions had handily won this game. I felt for the most part, I felt like the Lions were in control. They did, on couple 3 and outs, I would say. I think I had a couple, but overall, the play calling was exceptional. Very good offensive scheming, implementing Laporta as well. I forgot even Laporta. Laporta was really good. Brock, what's his name? But the other tight end was really good as well. I think he might be out, and I think Ragnar got hurt in that game, but I think he should be okay. And going to the Buccaneers for a second, that team did beat the Eagles, but the Eagles were already kind of done. So I am pretty excited to see what the Lions are going to do against a really formidable opponent, and essentially one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFC, and that is the San Francisco 49ers. And I gotta say, this gotta be Brock Purdy's best game for sure. It has to be, because they invested a lot in this team. The whole organization relies on making it to the Super Bowl again, and Detroit isn't necessarily a huge opponent for them. As you can see right here, they're 7-point favorites to win this game, and very well so, because overall their defense is better, their offense is better. Will we see Deebo Samuel in the game day? That's still up to grabs, because apparently he's 50-50. And will the San Francisco 49ers defense perform when it matters the most? And Detroit's defense, however, isn't the best when it comes to passing game. They've had some really key moments where they drop the ball, essentially, when Mike Evans got a bunch of grabs for touchdowns and receptions in key moments. And while they did enough to win the game, I still think that the Lions defense isn't just there yet, and San Francisco is going to exploit that. I believe that San Francisco will win this game. I don't see Detroit winning, but I will say Detroit winning this game would be huge for the organization. It would be the greatest underdog story in a while, because yes, Detroit's third, but San Francisco is first, and essentially supposed to be Super Bowl favorites in this case against the Ravens. So at the end of the day, I just want a good game. Brock Purdy has to really have a good game, otherwise it's kind of over for him and the organization, because next year the 49ers have to think about a lot of pieces moving out because they have to pay people. They brought in Chase Young to help with that pass rush, but if that doesn't end up working and they end up getting bounced by the Lions, then it's going to pose some issues going forward. And Jared Goff has to really have an A game against the 49ers and not let the pass rush get to him. And the scheming is going to be definitely important for the Lions if they really want to win this game. But I just don't see them beating Kyle Shanahan. And hey, if the Lions win, that'd be great. That'd be cool. That's such a cool story. But do I think it's feasible? Probably not. So give me the 49ers for this matchup. And I guess we'll move on to our next and final matchup. And that is... Where is it? Okay. Oh, it's up here. Whoops. And the AFC Championship game. And that is against the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And Baltimore is actually 3-point favorites in this game. It's completely different, like not as lopsided as the NFC side, but this is going to be a big game. This is a huge game. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs won against Buffalo in Buffalo and did a really good job executing and looked like a lot better team than they were during the regular season, where they were losing to teams that they should have beaten handily. And the play calling did turn around, and Matt Nagy is going to probably go to his second AFC Championship game in a row. And as a Bears fan, that's cool, but at the same time, kind of sad. But Baltimore, on the other hand, has an insane team, has insane defense, insane offense. Lamar Jackson is playing out of his mind. And the keys to this game, essentially, is Lamar has to orchestrate the offense really well. There has to be good play calling. There has to be good scheming. Monken and McDonald had to have really good games on both the offense and defensive side, respectively. And in order for Kansas City to win, they have to make sure that their run game isn't the only way to win this game, because they were able to use that effectively against the Buffalo Bills. However, Baltimore's run defense is one of the best in the NFL, if not the best in the NFL. And you have to be able to use your wide receivers in Marcus Valdes-Scantling. Rashee Rice has to be a main target, and Kelsey has to be a big factor in this game. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to beat that defense when it comes to offensive-wise. But it is Mahomes at the end of the day, so we probably will have a better game than we imagine. And given that Mahomes has a lot of experience when it comes to playing against good defenses, I think this will be one of, if not the closest games that we've seen in the playoffs. It will probably come down to one drive, and I feel like Baltimore is going to win this. I don't see the Ravens losing momentum from here on out, because beating the Texans was one thing, and that's enough momentum to get the rust off from having the 2 bye weeks, essentially, of being the 1 seed. And essentially going to the Super Bowl for Lamar Jackson. And I guess you can kind of tell I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens in this case. And I feel like Lamar Jackson's due for a really good legacy game, because if he wins this game, this is very huge for running quarterbacks all across the league, because the common criticism is that they don't take you anywhere to Super Bowls or whatnot. And this could change a lot of narratives if Baltimore wins. But if Kansas City wins, it's a constant narrative again that Mahomes is going to his fourth Super Bowl in 7 years now. It's kind of crazy that he's already there. And yeah, so I guess I have Baltimore and I have the 49ers winning, and it's kind of the battle of the 1 seeds in the Super Bowl. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe and comment down below what you guys think and what your predictions are. I would love to read them. And as always, see you guys in the next video.